Well, hello there. This is section 3.2, preparing a budget. Our essential question, how do I prepare a monthly budget sheet? So we've got a little bit of vocab here. Fixed expenses and annual expenses. So fixed expenses are going to be expenses that do not vary or change monthly. Examples would be rent and maybe your car payment. Something that is going to be the same amount every single month. The other expenses to consider are called annual, expenses that happen only once a year. One example would be home insurance. Some people also pay their car insurance. For me, car tags. I pay them once a year. But if we wanted to create a budget for the month, what we need to do is figure out a way to take our annual and turn it into a monthly. Well, annual is once a year, so you would take your annual expense and you would divide it by 12 months. Now, to find your total expenses for the month, we do our living plus our fixed plus this formula right here called our monthly share of annual expenses. And that tells us our total expenses for the month. Sorry, monthly share of annual expenses. Now, you need to be careful on the homework today because sometimes I'm asking you to find the monthly share, and other times I'm asking you to find the total monthly expenses. So you need to pay attention to which one I'm asking for because they each have a different formula. So let's dive right in. So the Millers used the record of their past expenses to complete the budget sheet to the right. Look at that lovely budget sheet. So many numbers. Now what it asks is they have calculated the monthly share of their annual, their monthly expenses, and this is their income. Do they have enough to live within their budget? So to find our total, that's going to be our living, which if you notice, they've totaled up down here, $1,089, plus their fixed, so there's the living, their fixed, $1,078, plus their annual. But since we're finding their monthly, we've got to take their annual, $3,759, and divide that by 12. So now we can put this into our calculator. We go ahead and do that exactly like it's written, and we find out that their total expenses for the month are $2,480.25. So that's how much money they need each month to just get by. This is how much they earn. So it looks like they're gonna be okay. They're doing all right. So let's calculate the monthly share of annual expenses and then find the total expenses for a few easier problems that we're looking at. So remember, your total is living plus fixed plus your annual divided by 12. So here we go. Living, $679. Fixed, $800. Annual, $4,200. But it's divided by 12. So let's find out what that is. Again, we can just put this total into our calculator and find out right away what our monthly total expenses are. Now, if you did it correctly, you should have gotten this. So this person has a total monthly expense of $1,829. Let's look at just one more. Remember, it's living plus fixed plus annual divided by 12. And that tells us our total. So living is $475.75, fixed is $679.65, and our annual is $3,494.04 divided by 12. So we type all of this into our calculator, exactly how it is. And we're going to get $1,446.57. Now again, be careful on the homework. If I just ask for the share, then you're just doing this part. But if I ask for the total, that's when you're going to do all of this. So just pay attention to how I word the question, okay? You do that, you're going to be fine. Well, as long as you have a calculator. So make sure you have a calculator and make your life easy. Until next time, guys, get that Google form done so we can keep moving on.